757. I feel bad for anyone who had me cranked up to full volume and we just let that rip right out of the gate here. I got to show some big love to Noel for Life 757. I'm not sure if I can speak the undercover name or not, or if we should keep the AKA here. Y'all already know. Thank you, Noel for Life 757, for the big $99.99 to kick this thing off. He said, weird saying this as a Lightning fan. But go Panthers. Is that like that's hockey, right? Is that hockey? I don't watch a whole lot of hockey. The Panthers are good though, right? I think people tell me that the Panthers are good. I think they won something not too long ago that was kind of like a big deal. Noel for Life. Thank you very much for the $99.99. Mr. Joel Davis. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. But wait, why would you say that, though? Why would you say go Panthers? Hold on. Does it have to do with this game against the Flames? Was it a joke? Was it a jab? I don't know. I'm not sure. Somebody in here said FSU and Lightning fans, somehow it got worse. Is it hot in here or is it just me? Oh, because Pitt's going to crush our dreams. Not happening. Not happening. Okay, I'll be honest. This is one of the most concerned I've been about a game this season for Miami. I think so. Like, I'm more freaking out about this than I was the Notre Dame game for the reasons that we're going to get into. I mean, it's late November. It's Mario Cristobal. It's a Miami Hurricanes team, not specifically this year, but Miami in general, that has continued to let us down in situations where they must win or it's over. We'll talk about it, though. We will talk about it. Our dreams were crushed at SMU. I mean, technically, yeah, they took Miami out of the driver's seat and put us in a rough position. But you know it's done for real. Like, the people that are just clinging to the small little bit of hope here that we could sneak into the CFP, like it's done. It's over. You got to win. You got to win. But again, we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. Again, Noel for Life 757. Thank you so much for kicking it off with a bang here. I want to show some love to Kane Up. Good to see you. Cali Kane Gang, Salty Rant, Nick Snyder, Patty Snow. I saw Tropigal in here. Cody Love, my man Taylor, Western Tomb, Zulu. It's good to see you. Said they have a chance because even though I'm in Pennsylvania, I'm not making the trip to Pitt to jinx the Canes this year. Thank you, Zulu, for doing that for the Canes. Thank you for making that sacrifice. Ibis Canes fan, I see my man John Bird. Says, I'm here waiting on you, Coop. Good to see you, John. Appreciate you being here. T4R says, revenge for 2017. Canes fan in Virginia. Dion, Ant, Bryce checking in. We got Aaron in here. I'm sorry, guys, if I sound like stopped up and stuff. Look, it's the end of November here. It's freezing cold outside. It is what it is. We just got to roll with it. Doctor in here, Todd. Hero, I appreciate y'all being here. I also want to show some love to Christopher Basinger, who upped that Canes fan membership before the stream even started. Thank you. Thank you. MS in the building. By freezing, do you mean like 50? I wish. It's 25 right now. It is 25 here where I live. Yeah. Ant-Man in the building. It's cold. It's a cold one. So I'm not Not going to beat around the bush here. We're going to dive right in because it's going to have to be somewhat of a short stream because I got to be up at the butt crack of dawn tomorrow for this noon kickoff against Pitt. A 9-2 Miami, ranked number 12 in the country, taking on the 8-3 Pittsburgh Panthers, currently ranked number 22 in the country, by the way, at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Acrisure Stadium. Final game of the regular season. Y'all check in. Let me know what the temp is where you live. MS says 58. 20. Cypher's got me beat. It's 1 degree colder. Bahamas says 70s to 80s. I'm jealous. Nick says 43. I think it's 25 here. I might be wrong. No, I'm wrong. It's only 31. Chill, Coop. It's only 31. I mean, come on. It's about the temperature it's going to be at kickoff tomorrow for this game.
To where you
it's 31.
Co-op, this is the last regular season call and show loudly crying.
I know. Last time we're all going to be together, I thought about titling this stream Final Call-In Show, just to kind of be a little clickbaity and trolly, but I was like, fine, I won't do it. Thank you, Tropic Out, for the 305. Did you bundle up, Max? He is in his dinosaur jammies. He is. So it's going to be somewhat of a short stream because we have an early game tomorrow, but then on Sunday, I am also traveling to Nashville. So as you'll notice here, Joel said, just finished up my sleeper picks. We're going to do a little bit of a contest. He's going to do some sleeper picks. I'm going to do some sleeper picks, and we're going to see who wins the most for the Titans-Jaguars game. I will be meeting up with Joel in Nashville. It's about a 3-hour drive for me on Sunday, 1 p.m. kickoff. So walking and venting probably won't happen until Monday, but we have an action-packed weekend. I'm going to try to see if I can get Cam Ward or Xavier Restrepo's attention. We're going to be sitting like 50-yard line right up close. I'm going to put on a Miami Hurricanes beanie. And I know X. I've talked to X multiple times. We message back and forth. So I'm going to see if I can get his attention and see if I can get him to come over there. So that'll be pretty cool. But it's going to be a crazy weekend. Going to be a crazy weekend. Good to see you, Garrett. So, I mean, here we go. Final regular season game here. For Miami, opportunity to have back-to-back 10-win seasons for the first time since joining the ACC. And you're also trying to sneak into the playoffs here. Obviously, no guarantee to get in just because you beat Pitt, but you know for sure that if you lose to Pitt, everything is over. All the talk about, well, let's discuss this head-to-head Notre Dame matchup, or let's compare this win to that win. Let's look at losses and whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is it does not matter if you drop this game. You have to beat Pitt in this final game here. For Pitt, they went 7-5 last season, so a win would put them at 9-3. So some improvement over last year. I think last season is when they lost 5 in a row, but they had some injuries and some things that they had to battle through. But it's also not impossible for Pitt to make it to the ACC championship game. Very slim chance. They have some other things that they need to happen. But the reality is you drop this game, it's also a done deal. So a lot of pressure on both of these teams. You know, Miami has played Pitt since the 2017 game, but I think the 2017 game, that final regular season game where they got the best of Miami under Mark Richt and ruined the undefeated season, is the one that really kind of sticks with Canes fans. They really took it to Miami in Mario Cristobal's first year back in 2022. But 2017 is what most people think of, right? We've beat them since then, but we've also lost to them again since then as well. Most people think about that 2017 matchup, though. I do want to take a quick look around the country before we dive any deeper into this game. We're going to look at uniform combos, team captains. We're going to get a weather report. And then, of course, we're going to open up the phone lines so you guys can call, predict the score to the game. And if you get it right, you win $600. It's pretty cool, right? Dolphin Denny, good to see you. What do we have here? Really, I guess it kind of looks like it was a game. I mean, Georgia only put up 16 points, but Georgia Tech could only muster field goals in that final game of the season that went down today against the Georgia Bulldogs. Any thoughts on this? Georgia played conservative all game. Final score of 16-9. Georgia Tech goes out with back-to-back losses. They lost to Pitt last week. You now lose to Georgia here this week to finish 9-3. So no crazy overtime game like what we saw last year with that one. Don't worry about the silly temperature. The sun will be out and be great football weather. I'm hoping so, Richard. Good to see you in here. You were off by 3 last week. It was close. Yep. You think Lane is gone, Coop? I don't know. I'm kind of starting to think so because he's getting a lot of hate from Ole Miss fans, I feel like, and he's not even announced a decision yet, but it's because they assume that he's leaving. I mean, I guess he does have a reputation of that, right? I live in Tennessee, so I know about the Lane Kiffin hatred and how he left Tennessee Vol fans hanging. But he's getting a lot of hate from Ole Miss fans, and it feels like they're kind of pushing him out a little bit. He's not even made an official announcement. But we'll talk about him. We'll talk about him here in a minute as well. Texas A&M currently going back and forth at it here with Texas. Last I checked, it was a tie ball game, 3-3. It is now 10-3 at halftime. The Aggies have been scoring a lot of points this season. I'm guessing we expect them to probably win, right? Indiana also squaring off here with Purdue. I don't think anybody believed that this was going to be close. An undefeated Indiana versus a 2-9 Purdue. But there you have it. It's 28-3, about to be halftime. So I just wanted to get a little bit of a check in there. This obviously didn't show the Ole Miss game. They took it to Mississippi State, 38-19. Nightwing, but it's not even a number, Coop. And like I said, the allergies or sickness or whatever the heck this is messing with me. UF is back to basics. It is funny because I saw all of the Florida Gator content creators. This made me laugh. They've been pumping that it's going to be Lane Kiffin. We got our guy. It's Lane. The Lane train, all aboard. Here we go. About to be a Florida Gator. He was in all the thumbnails and stuff. And then I saw them go live today on High Top Sports, and I'm pretty sure it was titled Florida Gators Move On from Lane Kiffin. Yeah, you moved on because he didn't want to go there. He doesn't want to go to Florida. So I just thought that was kind of funny. So we'll see who Florida ends up with. There's a lot of rumors surrounding some different coaches going to the Florida Gators, but it would be funny if it's not a huge upgrade from Mr. Billy Napier. What's up, Nick? There's rumors about DeBoer, all that good stuff. The coaching carousel is going to be crazy. Yeah. A lot of people have us losing, understandably so. Like, I totally understand why a lot of people would pick Miami to lose this game. And if you want me to be 100% honest, my confidence level in my score prediction is not high. I could have went either way. And, I'll keep it real and honest. I could have went either way with my pick, Miami or Pitt. We'll see. Let's jump over and take a quick look at the weather report, see if there are any changes for tomorrow. Again, we know Miami has to close out here with an away game. I mean, some people factor in weather. Some people don't when just talking about it being cold. It's not like it's going to be snowing. It's not like it's going to be raining. It's not super windy. It's chilly. It's cold. It's right above freezing at kickoff, noon kickoff here, so 33 degrees. Obviously, that's very different than what most of the Miami players are used to playing in, especially considering that you didn't even leave the state of Florida until November. Your first away game was SMU. Definitely going to be the coldest game that they've played in so far this season. It's up to you if you believe that that's a big factor or not going into this game. but the reality is it's going to be just a little above freezing here. Now, as people noted, maybe the sun will be shining, so that will help a little bit. Some say perfect football weather. Some say we're going to lose this game due to the weather. This was Miami arriving today at Pittsburgh International Airport. You can get a little look here. Snow. Snow. Nothing crazy, but just wanted to show you guys. Spitting a little bit of snow there at Pittsburgh International Airport as the Canes arrive. If it's close in the fourth quarter, freezing gonna matter. And Henry says, won $12 on my $30 Powerball ticket. Finally, I'm a 40%er. Are you gonna retire? They lose this game. Where are we at? We're probably eating Pop-Tarts or riding around on zero-turn lawnmowers. Not really. I don't know for sure, but yeah, that's the jokes that are going to be made. You hope Mario had them practice with frozen balls. Yeah, frozen footballs, not testicles. I had to think about that one for a second, Patty. Uniform combo. I think this is kind of fitting, I guess, right? Thank goodness it doesn't snow. Imagine a snow-covered field and we're in all white, and Carson Beck's trying to look for the open wide receivers, and it all just blends in together there. So it's going to be no white field, hopefully, there. But we're rocking the Stormtroopers, the all whites. A lot of people big fans of this combo, of course. Yep. Final regular season game, we're in the all white. Team captains for this one. You have Bauman, Fletcher, Mawanoa, Ruben Payne, Akeem Mesidor, Cooper, Teray, and Basaint. Let's clap it up one more time, if y'all don't mind. Oh, yeah. Just think this is going to be the final regular season game for a lot of guys. Potentially, the last time in the regular season rocking the orange and green. So just something to keep in mind with this one. Injury report, thankfully, is nothing crazy for Miami. We already knew that Keontae Scott was probably going to be out for the remainder of the season. Tony Johnson is still on it. Blay is questionable. Would like to have him back on the D-line. I think Wiley is a new addition there, listed as probable, but he's not been seeing a ton of playing time. The big one you want to look out for here with Pitt is probably running back Desmond Reed. He's listed as questionable right now. That's definitely, at least in my opinion, their top running back. They have a true freshman back that rushed for, over 100 yards against Georgia Tech, but I don't think he would rack up yards like that against Miami. He is fast, however. He's very fast. I'm sure you've probably seen comparisons to Isaac Brown, which should scare a lot of Canes fans because you know what Brown kind of did to Miami in that Louisville game. But I would keep an eye on Desmond Reed here. As Canes fans, we know that typically if these players are sort of banged up, they're listed as questionable. They're possibly getting up for the Miami game, especially with this being the final game of the season. But he has had to deal with an ankle injury that's bothered him quite a bit. He's missed several games this season. But I think with everything that's on the line right here for Pitt, personally, I don't have any inside info. I'm just saying I would expect Desmond Reed to possibly suit up and play in this game. So we'll see. But that's the big one you want to keep an eye on. Miami's pretty blessed, all things considered. We do miss Keontae Scott back there. We don't see Thomas on here, which is really good news. Scott, I don't know the specifics 100%. I'm not sure. I saw some people asking. But we'll see. So nothing too awful bad there with the injury report. My score prediction. I do have Miami winning, which I know confuses some people because I can continue to talk about how I'm not super confident in this game. I'll be wrong. I'm very worried and anxious about this one. It's not about being positive or negative. It's just about being real. The thing is on paper, Miami is the better team. But Miami was also the better team on paper, in my opinion, against Louisville and SMU. I mean, I picked the Canes to win in that one. A lot of people kind of hold on to that Georgia Tech game, the Pitt and Georgia Tech game from last week, and they talk about how Pitt came out on fire and it was 28-0. I think this Miami team would beat Georgia Tech. So I'm not really looking into that specific game too much. I mean, you put that in, when looking at their season. But I think Miami is the better team. I know Miami's the better team. But it's November. It's cold. It's a Mario Cristobal-led team. No hate. It's just the game day coaching. I think Narduzzi's going to come out there and they're going to have a great game plan together here for the Canes. And it's a must-win situation. For a lot of Canes fans, myself included, it's hard to not be a little worried about this game. We've been here before. We've been in this type of situation, and more times than not, we get let down. I think that changes this season. I think Miami will come out and be ready to play, and I do believe that they will beat Pitt. My score prediction shows that. I've got Miami 30, Pitt 20. Their true freshman quarterback they have, Heinzel, is playing really well. But at the end of the day, this dude is a young quarterback who has experience under his belt now in this season. It was interesting for Pitt, right? They played two nobodies. Who'd they play? That toothpaste school, Colgate or something like that? And Duquesne, maybe? They played some nobodies. And then when they finally faced some competition, they dropped 2 games in a row. Well, Narduzzi ends up saying, okay, we're going to start the young quarterback. And they went on a run. They won like 6 of 7 of their last games with that young quarterback, just dropping that game to Notre Dame, 37-15. But again, it is a young quarterback, and I think this is a pretty tough D-line, obviously, that they're going up against. It would not shock me at all to see them attack that quick game against Miami, kind of like what Louisville did and some other teams tried to do against the Canes, and it worked. So I think Miami's going to have to be very physical with these guys, specifically with the wide receivers. You're going to have to get after it, pressure that quarterback, be ready for the quick game, and do something about that trio of linebackers that Pitt has. Those guys have 2 interceptions apiece. Half of those bad boys are for pick sixes. And their defense is pretty aggressive. They generated a lot of turnovers, so you're going to need Beck to lock in. Throw to the guys in the orange and green. I still got Miami winning, but I agree there. Not a cakewalk. Not a cakewalk, and maybe I'm singing a different tune on Saturday afternoon. And I hope that I am. You're right. Their linebackers are good. Really, really talented linebackers on that team. And I think that Pat Narduzzi is a pretty good head coach. I said word for word in my preview video that if we lose this game, I firmly believe it's because we got out-schemed. And Narduzzi and that coaching staff comes in with the perfect game plan, and they're just one step ahead of Mario and Dawson and Heatherman. Specifically Mario and Dawson, if I'm being real. But if we were to lose, it's not due to lack of talent. I think that we match up well against this team. They've not been able to run the ball consistently at a high level this season. Keyword consistently. We already talked about what they ripped off against Georgia Tech and a couple of other teams. So I think that would be what would potentially hurt Miami. They have to show that they're focused. You have to know what's at stake. You're playing in the cold in Pittsburgh against a tough, gritty Pitt team that also has a lot at stake. They want to win here. They want that 9th win. And that's just my kind of quick take. Like I said, we're doing a shorter stream tonight, so I'm trying to quick hitter, not yap as much as I typically do. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. I want to go out with a bang. We need to enjoy it because it's the final regular season game of the year. But I would love for it to be stress-free. If Miami could come out here and just handle business in a big way, we could kick our feet up and say, wow, look at this. This is a ranked Pitt team, number 22 in the country. If Miami could take it to these guys, I'll have a big smile on my face tomorrow afternoon. Low penalties, right? Low penalties. Coach Coop, with all due respect, being real includes being positive or negative. For a true Canes fan, you come across 85% negative and 15% negative. That's not good, Coop. I'm going to have to disagree with you, Richard. We talk about the positives and the negatives. And I see your comments, and I respect them. I love to have these conversations. So it's nothing but love from me. You got to think, me as a Canes fan, here's the thing. I have predicted Miami to win every single game this season. So I don't think it's fair to say that I'm 85% negative. If I was that negative, I'd be predicting losses. I picked Miami to win every single game this season. I was wrong on 2 of them, Louisville and SMU, obviously. But I also like to keep it real. And I like to talk about the things that both teams do well and what Miami doesn't do well. And what Miami doesn't do super well is, at times game day coaching has been frustrating like it typically is. The November games, you lost the very first one in November against SMU. I lean into that PTSD a little bit just because I've had to deal with it so much since I've been a fan, So I respect it. That is your opinion of me and my takes, and that's okay. That's all right. I said it. I think Miami is the better team, and I picked them to win. So I do think they're the better team. But I do have to acknowledge that they have some great linebackers at Pitt, that their quarterback is playing really well, that I think Narduzzi is going to scheme it up and have a great game plan prepared for Miami. It's about constructive criticism and just looking at it objectively. So some people kind of take it as negativity. I have vented a lot this season, but it's just because I've been frustrated at times. Miami should be in the driver's seat, and it just pisses me off because I feel like the opportunities were there. And there's all the buildup going into the season. You wait months and months and months. You got to go through the tail end of winter. You have to go through spring. Then you've got that summer that seems to last forever. And it just really felt like the stars were aligning. You know what I mean, Richard? And it's not impossible here that Miami could make the CFP still. They need some help, but it's not impossible. So it's not me leaning into negativity, I don't think. It's just we're trying to look at both sides, And like I said, hey, Richard, keep them coming. I respect it and I love it, man. You're a Canes fan through and through, and I see it. But I try to give credit where credit is due. I think Pitt is a pretty good football team. Is that fair? I can't really down them too much. I think that they're playing pretty well overall. I mean, if you count their early losses there with the other quarterback, since they've played the young guy, again, the only one they've dropped is Notre Dame. So they're playing pretty well. I think this will be a hard-fought battle, but hopefully I'm wrong. And a lot of people are picking against Miami. I jumped in to kind of see what some other content creators are saying, and it seems to be split 50-50. Do you have a score prediction, Richard? I'd be
SMU or
curious.
Virginia will lose. Ice test ACC trophy in our hands.
Also not impossible. Need help, for sure. Need help. But not impossible, right, Roach Killer? Thank you for the big 2. So Virginia has Virginia Tech, and you know that Virginia Tech is struggling, but I think historically speaking, Virginia Tech has given Virginia a hard time and beat them more often than not, if I'm not mistaken. And then SMU has, who is it they finish out again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Cal. That's right, and it's at Cal. Yep. It's at Cal. So some opportunities, potentially. Please don't be shy, though, Richard. I don't want you to think that I was like scaring you off or anything. Let's go Auburn. Oh, yeah, you got that game coming up, too. Yep. Yep. Okay. Hey, I love it. I love it, Richard. They're a decent team. 38-13 Miami. I hope that's closer to what it is. Miami, we know, is a 6.5-point favorite going into this matchup, and a 38-13 would be huge. Oh, yeah. That'd be a big-time W, Richard. And I hope that it's more on that side of it. That'd be great. Really, really hope so. We can all be critical of the teams we root for. Yeah. I'm not extreme one way or another. Yes, I pulled out the garbage can and threw a bunch of stuff in it. I got it back out 5 minutes later. Guys, I'm a Miami fan. I'm all in. It's not like I'm going to switch to a different team or something. It's just heat of the moment. Heat of the moment. So let me give a shout out here. We're going to open up the phone line. So go ahead and get that ready in your phone. 865-229-4131. I'm serious. We're probably going to end the stream at like 10 p.m. So it's going to be kind of a quick fire here. Not lightning round. I'll give you an opportunity to talk about it, but a little bit of quick fire. Get your score predictions in. If you get it right, you win $600. But I would like to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of the stream, powering up the phone lines tonight. And that's Sleeper. I had some people ask me. They said, hey, Coop, do you really actually use this app? Yes. Yes, I use the Sleeper app. It's great. Not only for the picks contest, which is my favorite part, but you can track the scores for these games all weekend. We could look at it right now. Here's Texas A&M in Texas. We get a live play-by-play feed. So if you're on the road, you're traveling, you're not able to watch the game, but you want to know what's happening, you can scroll through here, and it's live play-by-play. It updates. You can check the stats. You can look at the box score. But you can also enter the picks contest. I'm going to be at the Titans game on Sunday against the Jags, and I'm going to be entering a couple of picks contests, and we're going to have a little competition. Me versus Joel. We're going to see who gets more right. But it's as simple as picking more or less on player stats, and you can turn your sports knowledge into real money. So check them out. Top link in the description to download Sleeper, create an account, and just use code word COOP, because that'll get you a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. And you get $20 for free right now if you go ahead and download it. You can pause it. I'll be here. All right? So shout out to Sleeper. We appreciate the love. Guys, come on. Do you really think that I'm going to end on time? I say 10 o'clock. Let's be real. Come on. But I do need to try to end somewhat early. I do. Because, I don't know. Do you guys have like a turkey hangover? Because I'm struggling out here. We had to run a couple of quick errands. I had to go to the post office and stuff like 3 hours before stream. And I'm sitting there in line, and I'm literally nodding off. No? You must not have ate enough turkey then, Jake. I don't know what's up with me, but I got turkey hangover or something. I've been struggling all day. Worse than yesterday. People are used to you eat a bunch of turkey and just stuff your face with food on Thanksgiving, and then you pass out in the recliner or the couch. Everybody does it. But I don't know what it is today. I'm way more tired. Way more. Yeah, food coma. Carried over. 24 hours later. You had lasagna, you don't do turkey? Turkey or ham, everybody? Turkey or ham? I think I'm more of a ham guy. Phone line is open. It'll take it a minute to fix itself. You know how it is, but it is open. As soon as that first one rings, I'm picking it up. Turkey or ham? Where are the ham people at? Rise up. Hurricane B says 38-24 Miami. That kind of surprises me, I'll be honest. Ham. It takes the phone a minute to work the kinks out, guys. I don't know why. Just like the last 2 weeks, it's doing its thing. So it will ring. It will ring. I'm just waiting for it to. Keep calling. Ham. Knowles eat gator. Turkey more overrated than Notre Dame. Oh, buddy, bundle up, Canes Nation. Enjoy it, though. Final game of the regular season, bro. He's a turkey guy. Turkey on Thanksgiving, ham on Christmas. Okay, that seems to be popular. Ham. You know, both of them provide an opportunity to make sandwiches with leftovers. You can have ham sandwiches. You can have turkey sandwiches. But don't even get me started about all of you who put it on one plate where it lets everything touch. Disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Use the plates that have the little separators so that way things don't touch. Do you agree, MS, that it's disgusting to have like your green beans touching your mashed potatoes and the mashed potatoes touching the ham? That's disgusting.
I am like you, yes. In that case, I don't like my food touching sometimes, but there are certain ones that I will allow to touch. Like,
give me an example. What are the exceptions?
Stuffing, like mashed potatoes touching my stuffing, that's okay with me. But yes, I normally, especially when I was younger, I didn't want my food to touch.
It's so nasty when like you get the green beans and then the juice kind of builds up and then you tilt your plate and it overflows and fills over into the mashed potatoes. There's nothing worse than eating a spoonful of mashed potatoes and it tastes like green beans.
Yeah, the corn juice sliding in.
Oh,
you
buddy.
Get like somebody does cream of corn or something and they, he's going. Texas guy's almost gonna go. So
what is Texas about to score?
They just had a big run though. He almost got it. He had like a 30-yard run. He should have had a touchdown, but there was one guy to beat. But I think we dominate them tomorrow, man. It's going to be cold, but man, I think this team's just different, and I think they're playing better. I think we do all right, man. I'm going to go with Miami 31.
Wait, I got to find my pen. Hold on. Where's my pen? Right. Okay. I was not prepared. All right. Let me put the name down. Hold on. Okay.
Yep, Miami 30.
We're officially
Miami
ready.
31 and Pittsburgh 17.
31-17. Canes on top. I mean, I'll take it.
What?
I said,
yeah. And that's not a horrible beat down, but it's still not much worse than what Notre Dame beat them, and it's like a good game, Do
we need the style points this week against a 22 ranked Pitt?
I honestly just want to win, man. I really think if we just win, man, if it's rigged, it's rigged. There's nothing we can do no matter what we do.
It's just interesting. I bring that up because I noticed that was such a huge point of emphasis last week for me as well. Like I was on here preaching it too. I've not heard it mentioned as much this week. I didn't know if because people believe that's not as much of a factor or if because of what they said about Notre Dame, people say whatever, it doesn't matter anyways, or if it's Canes fans saying, you know what, at this point, it's in the cold, it's a late November game, just get me a W.
I think if we win by 7, that's a good victory, especially since, yes, we're playing in the cold, and we beat a decent rival that's ranked. Again, that would be 4 ranked wins for us this year. I mean, I don't care. I don't know how people say, like, you only beat 1 or 2 ranked teams when you beat they're not ranked now because they lost. How is that not a ranked team anymore? So I don't get that. It's just like they're saying then we lost to unranked, but SMU's ranked and Louisville's ranked, so we lost to ranked teams. So what? Well, Louisville's not anymore.
It's interesting.
I think Mario needs to go in that locker room and put on the old Canes things and let play that in the locker. Joaquin said dominate. I'm for real, man. They need to smoke these dudes. Just go out there and lay them out, man. Put on Remember the Titans or something. When that coach said, don't let them get another yard. Do that shit.
I like it, man. I love it.
But happy Thanksgiving to y'all, all y'all, and everybody listening. And let's go Canes.
All right, bro. I will
Have
see
fun,
you
man.
bright
Be
and early
safe on your trip
tomorrow. Yep, sounds good. We'll do it. We're gonna. Hey, Miami's gonna get a win. They're going to get back-to-back 10-win seasons, and then the Titans are going to get their second win of the season with me in attendance with Xavier Restrepo scoring a touchdown. I'm ready.
I'm a Cowboys fan, man, but yeah, high five Cam Ward and Restrepo, because I'm a fan of them too, and I text them on Facebook all the time, if that's even them responding to me, but
never know. Could be.
I'll do it. All right, man. Be good.
Right. Peace, bro.
Thanks, bye.
All right. So we got MS locked in there, 31-17, a 14-point victory with the Canes, a 6.5-point favorite. So I'd say that's a pretty good W. Any W should be a good victory. You hate the eye test crap. Do we have all our players back from injury list? Not all of them. No. But I would say, we don't have Scott back. Blay is questionable. For both teams here, you're probably going to see the guys, they want to suit up if they're able to play. But that's the most recent one. There will be another one, I believe, that drops, tonight at some point, if it didn't already. But wouldn't expect massive changes. Would love to see C.J. Daniels back out there for the Canes. Get more snaps, get some targets. You didn't realize Cowboy fans were allowed in here. But yeah, just as another reminder, Walking and Venting probably won't go up Sunday because I will be heading to Nashville when am I going to have to leave on Sunday? Like 5 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m., something like that. So I'll be in Nashville at the Titans game. So Walking and Venting might be a day late. Again, just a heads up. All right, it's open again. Get in here for the 600. Taylor, what's good?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Apparently in a Thanksgiving food coma, but other than that, I'm feeling good.
That makes two of us, bud, doesn't it?
How many did you have to go to? Do you have one dinner, two of them, three of them?
I have one, but I ate for like a family of four.
Okay, so that I got you. All right.
The only way to do it.
Yeah, I had to split it up. Let me know in the chat how many you guys had to go to. Some people go to both families. Some people go to both families plus friends. Go to as many as you can and eat it up. I went to two different ones, and I'm feeling it. So what do you think? Do you think Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, to answer your question about if I like anything touching my sides, dude, at the end of the day, food's going into my belly. So if it's touching some things, yeah, I may look at it like, like, okay, the grits are touching this, or macaroni is touching the ham or turkey. You know what I mean? It don't matter, man.
Yeah, but it's like the taste, though, of like it mixed together. It's not bad.
How does the phone work? Every time I call, don't work. Say Google subscribe,
I
not
don't know.
available.
I've never really thought about it like that, man.
Just shovel it in.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, tomorrow, as much as I want it to be like a 3-score win, dude, this thing is going to be a dogfight. I've been saying it all week. This is going to be like one of those actually, the perfect description is going to be is how our offense was early in the season, where we just had to run the ball, dominate up the middle, and just run the clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be one of those games, man. Because, like I said, Pitt's linebackers are no joke. I think they're really going to get up and take away some of our creativeness. So we may just have to rely on, hey, dude, just run it down. If they can stand it, hey, we got to figure something out. But if they can't, just keep leaning on them and drain the clock. And I don't know, man. This score, I don't know. It's all going to depend on how this freshman quarterback, who they've hyped up, is going to be against us. Sure, last week Drones didn't do anything, but everybody forgets that's a big dude and he's hard to tackle. This dude, he's squirmish, but he's not going to get away from, say, Mesidor or Bain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can scramble a bit. Well, I think he had like 120 or 121 yards on the ground, but not like a crazy dual threat guy.
Yeah, and I don't know how good Pitt's offensive line is. From what I saw, they held up against Georgia Tech, but then again, does Georgia Tech, do they have a pass rush? I don't know. But I will say this. It's funny how Notre Dame beat the crap out of them, and I just thought about it. I said, dude, they didn't even watch film because the coach said, yeah, we're not even going to pay attention to them. We're just going to focus on these last 2 games. Right when I saw the game 28-0 in the first quarter, I was like, oh, my God, they didn't even study film on Notre Dame. They went straight to Georgia Tech, and it showed.
Yeah, I mean, I know the final score was within
coaching trick, man.
like 14 points, but they really did take it to Georgia Tech for a lot of that game.
It was I hadn't seen anything like that in a long time. I was like, dude, this is bad. This is really bad. But yeah, and getting to this last thing I'm gonna say before I give you my score prediction. The whole thing with the committee, yeah, let's just be real. They don't want us in. I don't know what it is. This is for real what everybody says about it's Miami against the world, and you can easily see that Miami is fighting the system. It sounds very corny and cliche. Well, it's actually true, and everybody's starting to kind of see it. But there was one thing that they did say before they said they sent what's her name up there, and she said, yeah, the eye test doesn't mean anything. Or the head-to-head doesn't matter.
Yeah, with the Notre Dame comparison.
Remember Yurchek said he was talking about how he liked how Beck was progressing throughout each week. So this is a shot in the dark. If we win tomorrow and I don't know, say if nobody loses, like say tomorrow or next week, I don't know. But he did say that quarterback play is a big thing. Plus, Miami is the most watched ACC team, so it's a ratings boost. But I think if Beck plays very good tomorrow, like he's been playing, like say he throws for 3 touchdowns and maybe 250 while showing off his completion percentage, and we get the W. Going off of what he said, that could be that last little thing they need to see to, push us in. But
yeah, I mean it's final impression time here.
It's kind of like that, man. And as for Virginia Tech upsetting UVA or SMU getting upset by Cal and Duke losing to get us in the ACC, yeah, sure, whatever, cool. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go and give you my score prediction, and it's probably going to be the lowest prediction I'm probably going to have all year.
Okay,
to be honest, man.
I'm ready for it.
Yep. It's going to be just like the Notre Dame kind of score, but I'm going to say Miami wins 24-14.
This is what it takes.
24-14, 10-point victory. As you say, kind of lower scoring
has
here.
One more loss and ranked ahead of
How much?
Honestly, I truly don't believe in the eye test anymore. I mean, they've changed the whole narrative for Miami. Every single playoff ranking came out, so it doesn't even matter about the eye test, bro. They're going to say what they want to say, and they're going to play us. Let's just be honest.
All right, Taylor, I got you locked in. 24-14, 10-point victory for the Canes on the road to close out the season with a W.
Yeah, man. We'll see what happens, right?
Want to win, right?
Yes, sir.
All right,
man.
Taylor.
Peace.
I appreciate you, bro. Flip-flop the 2017 score. Was that what it was? You got a good memory, Bryce, because I cannot remember. 2017 would have been the first year ever on this channel. That feels like forever ago. Before we take the next call, got to show some love here to Jordan Poole with the 5. Thank you, Jordan. He says, how does the phone work? Every time I call, it doesn't work. It says Google subscriber not available. So the reason for that, if I'm not mistaken, is just that the line is busy. So it gets hammered with, X amount of people as soon as you open it back up. So when you call it and it does that, it just means the line is busy as far as I know. Some people do have to put a 1 before the 865, Jordan. That might help some things. I don't know for sure, but it's typically just because it's just the first call that pops up, the first one that gets through, I pick it up, and it might be because it's busy. Hopefully we can get you in here, Jordan. Falconer says 31-21, Miami. Let me just ask, is anyone in here predicting Pitt to win? Yes? Anybody? You don't have to put your score prediction, but is anybody predicting Pitt to win? I'm curious. I can't explain the head-to-head stuff because I don't know what matters anymore. It's just like when we showed the graphic. I know I'm getting a little bit off topic, but they when they brought this up, and they did the comparison, and they more or less, correct me if I'm wrong, almost kind of said it in a way that was like, even if Miami were to get closer to Notre Dame, so if they were within 1 or within 2, that the head-to-head still was not necessarily going to be a factor or even matter at all. Am I wrong in the way that I took that from them? Because that was the big thing that everyone was pushing was, okay, we need to get closer to Notre Dame to force them to make that head-to-head a bigger deal to compare these teams. So they made a little graphic here and then kind of said, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter because Notre Dame's playing really well right now. And when we look at these other things that we're showing, aka the stuff on the screen, the head-to-head is not a major factor. When really, the head-to-head should be very important, should it not? Like, I think, like, if you have the same record, so if we end with 2 losses, Notre Dame ends with 2 losses, and you are close in the ranking or just even have the same record, the head-to-head should definitely matter because you're putting that team then ahead and letting them in the playoffs and then saying, okay, well, Miami beat y'all, but it doesn't really matter. I understand where they're trying to say, look at Miami's losses, look at Notre Dame's losses, look at the way they're playing now, blah, blah, blah. But there is also the counter argument there to say, okay, but so does the head-to-head not really factor in? Is it not a big part of it? Does it not matter at all? Also, then, I guess just schedule games that you believe will be bigger at the end of the year. We did talk about this before when we said if you're going to play a team that you... But the other problem here is, okay, let's say then this year you would have thought Florida rebounds and is maybe a little bit better. We'll schedule them at the end of the year. Well, they ended up being garbage. So you don't really know for sure. But if you could guess right, like, don't put the games you think are going to be bigger in November because those are going to be the games that are late in the season. That's what going to be sticks with the committee, and those are the most impactful games, the ones that they reference and really talk about the most because it's recent. That feels like an eternity ago when Miami played Notre Dame. Well, a lot of football has been played since then, and Notre Dame has gotten so much better, and Miami hasn't done this, and this. I don't know. If you beat a team straight up head-to-head, it should absolutely matter. It should be a pretty damn big deal. So I don't know. It's such a weird spot to be in. I get sick and tired of doing the disclaimer, but yes, Miami should have beat Louisville and SMU, and we wouldn't be in this position, of course. But they didn't, and here we are. And a lot of people have felt like they show a little extra love to Notre Dame. Some people said, well, then let's just not even schedule Notre Dame if it's not going to help us at all. And then Notre Dame fans said, well, what a bunch of pansies. Y'all are scared to play us, huh? Let's open it back up. Kyle, you made it.
What up, brother?
What's up, man? You think that they're disrespecting Miami a little bit with the Notre Dame talk?
Yeah. I don't think they should be ahead of us, but with the head-to-head win,
It's just so weird because I get if there was like a large gap. Like if we're talking Miami's at 25 or unranked and Notre Dame's in the top 10 and we're like, put us in the top 10 because we beat those guys, like I get it. But
yeah,
this is what it take.
I don't know. It's such a weird thing to talk about.
Your helmet.
Hi, King.
yeah, because to me, it's
Go
like
co-op.
I would have rather Notre Dame have scheduled like us, SMU, like I don't know, just the better ACC teams. I just feel like in comparison to who we've played, in conference to what they've played without having a conference, like I don't see how their opponents could be better than ours overall. And I know they play some ACC teams, so but
I hate it because I want to scream that, fine, I know it's not how it works, but I'm like, let's run it again. Line it up and let's decide it. But then I feel like you're giving Notre Dame fans what they want because if we play you again, we'll beat you when we already played them. We already handle business.
Right.
But if they want to put us both in the
both
playoffs and we play them again, then so be it,
Yeah, that's true. I feel like if we both end 10-2, like how can you say that they're ahead of us? Like, and especially if we both go to the playoff. I think it matters more if we both go to the playoff. But right now, I just don't feel confident in like us going to the playoff unless we get the ACC title game. But
well, we do
I don't know, how
have
do you feel?
a Pitt team here that we got to take care of first, right?
Right, yeah.
How much
So,
do
like,
you factor the
we
weather into it? The cold. Does that matter to you?
Eesh. It does to me only because of the past. I mean, I have seen us play in cold weather games, and it's not always, a good thing. Especially since we mostly play in warm weather. It does matter. But then again, I mean, they are running around out there, in cold weather. Sometimes that can help just, as far as like if they're in the heat, I mean, we're used to that, but I don't know. It it kind of goes both ways. I've heard like Uncle Lou say like, well, both teams have to play in the cold. Does it really matter? Like how does it really affect one team if it's not going to affect the other? But I mean, it's kind of like Miami never plays in the cold.
Yeah,
So,
like in one way, it is kind of a BS excuse, but at the
right,
same
it
time, I
is,
just think
yeah.
we've seen so many games where Miami has played in the cold and they've lost, and even if the cold was not any part of or it was not a contributing factor in any way, we still kind of have that memory of okay, they played a team in the cold, they lost. Our brain tries to put something together here to make it make sense.
Right. Yeah. I think it to me it seems like it would affect like a quarterback because like their hand, their joints, the fingers.
Well, Beck's played in the cold a little bit, right? Surely.
Yeah. I guess back at Georgia.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think. I don't know any specific examples off the top of my head, but being in the SEC late in November, I mean it's cold over here right now.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, like, at night especially,
Yeah, but to be fair, I don't have any specific examples or anything, but
no, right. But I mean, yeah, but it's definitely like a very good possibility he could have been in the similar situation. What's it supposed to be temperature like at game?
Like 33, 33, 34.
Oof. Okay. Yeah. God, at least it's not lower than that.
And like I said, I see a lot of people that are outside the Miami fan base laughing at us, saying, "Come on, bro!" Like excuse after excuse, bringing up the weather. Like I said, it's just more so because we've seen them let us down in the past. Typically, in games, and whether the weather has anything to do with it, we just kind of throw that in there because it's happened pretty often to us. So I was just curious if that was a factor for you at all.
I think if I were like Mario, I would try to like kind of put it in their heads that that's not going to be a factor. Like, I know it's like, I guess, reverse psychology, but kind of like if you keep telling them or they're aware of it, it might actually make it a problem when it's not really a problem. But I mean, there are things that can affect, like, cold weather, rain, and snow. I mean, anything can affect a game. So
yeah, I mean, either way, you got to find a way to overcome and win. The better team should win at the end of the day. Should.
Right. Yeah, dude. I think this is gonna be a much tougher game though. Pitt is always a scary team now. Like, especially on the road, they're just it's a tough game, man. like a much tougher game than we've had in a while this season, I think.
Yeah, I would say
I feel like
this is the most nervous I've. This might be the most nervous I've been for a game this season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
But it's because I wasn't super worried about Notre. I mean, I had it a close game, but I was, Miami can rise up to the occasion here. We can make it a game. This one, I'm just extra nervous for some reason.
I think in this situation though, compared to like 2017, we're a little better off because I think even given what we've gone through this season, I still think this team is a better team, like a better capable team of handling this kind of game than the 2017 team was.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in that respect, I mean, like I can kind of see it, feeling a little better, like, but at the same time, it's still like, to me, Narduzzi he can scheme up good defense against any team. And, they only need what their offense can do, as long as they can score up to 28 or so, I mean, they can beat a team. They can beat somebody better than them. That's why they're scary to me.
So,
They've got
Kyle,
good coaching.
With that being said, who do you have winning it?
Okay, so yeah, last week if I'd have got in, I would have had the correct score.
Really? Okay, I believe you.
Yeah. I was going with like 30, 40, 17. I was like in my head like, man, I think about like a 17-point difference would probably be it. But for this one, I mean, this has popped in. I think, and I mean, it's probably, I don't know, 34-31 is what I got, but
34-31.
That kind of seems weird because that would be the most points we have gotten scored on this season because SMU would have been 26. So, I mean, I don't want to really say it because I don't even know if Pitt can score 31 on us, but, like, I just think it's going to be close, dude. It's going to be a tough game. I just don't see it being like us blowing them out or them blowing us out. I think it's going to be pretty close.
So is that what you want to lock in?
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
Okay, Miami on top or?
Yeah,
okay,
Miami winning 34-31, yeah. I don't know, dude. It feels like it'll be a tough, close game. And I kind of struggled. I even thought, well, maybe like 34-27 or 34-26, but I think 34-31 will probably be what I get.
Right. 3-point victory. I'm gonna be that'd have me pacing and screaming with a triple-digit heart rate for sure. But I'll take a win,
Yeah, I mean, I still have yet to watch your video. So with the 30-20, I was like, I wonder how Coop got to that, but I'll find that out.
It's kind of an interesting one too, but.
Yeah, it's hard to pick this one, man.
Oh, it is. It's very, very difficult. I spent an entire day just on the score prediction, as stupid as that might sound. I would have uploaded that video the day before Thanksgiving, but I could not decide on the score. And a couple of them I had Pitt winning. Like I said, I'm fine with being honest. There were a couple of times I considered picking Pitt. I did. But ultimately, I ended up going with Miami for like a couple reasons that I discuss in the video. You'll have to watch it to find out,
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Favored by what? 6.5, 7?
Yeah,
so,
6.5. So.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I got you locked in for the 600. I appreciate you calling.
Yes, sir. Hopefully I'll get it.
All right. Sounds good. We'll see you tomorrow, bro.
Yep. Go Canes.
All right. Peace.
Yep. See you, man.
Yeah, 6.5-point favorite. Kyle has Miami winning by 3. So that'll be the highest scoring total game, but the lowest margin of victory there for the Canes so far tonight. Need to give a huge shout out to my man, Richard. I'm glad I didn't run you off, Richard, with the back and forth with the comments. I always do mean it. Some people will say that they're fine with having the tough discussions, but then when people either try to provide constructive criticism or just straight up criticism or they disagree with them, they, I might go back and forth, but I enjoy just having a grown-up conversation, and you make your point, I make my point, and then we say, okay, cool. And then, we're good. So thank you for the big 20, bro. Thank you, Richard. What did Joel say? Uncle Lou is as crooked as his eyes. He's probably happy with that win over Georgia Tech, I'm guessing. Probably real happy. Taylor says the body playing in the cold is horrible. Tightness, the field is hard. The ball is like a rock. Every hit hurts. Fair. Yeah, I saw some people. I don't get a whole lot of time to watch other Canes content creators. I try to jump in and like all of their videos and support them because I enjoy all of them. Dono with Locked On Canes. John with Capacito and Canes. The Flow guys. Who else do you have? Coach Hayes, T2Y, Grant. I shouldn't have started dropping names because then, of course, I'm going to forget people. I support all the Canes channels. But I know that I had, today I pulled up, I think it was John, because I was like, I'm real curious how John feels on this, because John's a pretty straight shooter. He'll be honest. And he picked Pitt. He picked Pitt to win this game, and he was talking about the factor of Beck dealing with the elbow injury and how playing in the cold, how he thinks that could possibly be a factor with it being sore or affecting that to a certain degree. And that was kind of interesting to hear that take, and I could tell it pained him to pick Pitt. Now, the pain in his voice, the look in his eyes whenever he said Pitt, and he ended the video pretty promptly after that because you're going to get pushback. Definitely. Yeah, the Orange Bowl boys. Yeah, I got to meet Roman. I don't think I have that picture on my phone anymore. But I got to go, when I was in Miami a couple of years ago, I got to hang out with, it was... I swear, I had the picture on here, but I don't remember where it's at now. Let's see. Roman was there from the Orange Bowl boys. Amon Richards was there. Man, I used to have a folder that had all those pictures in it. Now I don't know where it's at. Had a guy from one of the former Miami Hurricanes teams that you guys probably remember, but I've showed it on stream before. I don't have that picture, but I do. It's on my old phone. That's what it was. I had the one of me and Dono. That was 2022? No, 23? Shoot, I don't remember. Yeah, there was him on. He's goofy as heck. That man is a goofball when you hang it. Oh yeah, Steve-O. That's right. Steve-O. It's funny though, I pulled that up. I miss these shoes. I miss these shoes so bad. Like if any of you have those in a 10 and they're sitting in the closet in the box, I'll pay you double. Just hit me up. Hit me up. Yeah, I remember you said you talked to Dono at the AC/DC concert. Yeah. I remember that I had, it just makes me mad that I can't find it because I don't know what happened to it. We're going to get right back to the phone calls, I swear. It just makes me mad that I can't find it. Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys know this guy, right? Such a cool dude. He immediately after we ate steak and green beans and mashed potatoes, and he went straight to the bar right after that. We hung out. Yeah, we hung out and talked for a little bit. He was a cool guy. He offered to come onto the show, but I just haven't been able to make it happen yet. Yeah, he was a cool guy. Cool guy. Let's get it open back up. We'll get some more score predictions in here. See, I told y'all we'd go later than 10. I warned you it would happen. I was just showing you guys those pictures because I know I have them on. I know I have more of them and I just can't find them. It makes me mad. Now, I know we're going to talk college football, but I just have to ask this guy if he's ready to watch the Jaguars lose on Sunday.
Yeah, are you going to bring some Tide pins to see if you can get the stains out of Wars jerseys when it's over with?
It's going to be wild to think that they get only their second win of the season, and I'm going to get to see it in person, and it's going to be against the Jaguars. It's going to be a great afternoon.
That would be wild. But I put in my my sleeper picks, and I'm feeling pretty good about them.
Okay. I told the people that we're going to do a little contest and see who gets more of them right. I got a sneaky pick that I think you're not going to be ready for in mine. It's going to catch you off guard.
Well, I'm ready for it. I will be down there. I'm going to leave tomorrow and head that way. And I guess you're going to join me last minute on Sunday.
Most likely, but we'll see. I might drive because it's 3 hours. So I might just leave but early Sunday, try to get there early, and then we can celebrate the Titans win after, and I can drive home late that night. No biggie.
Well, if you ever question our friendship, just know that I'm putting my life on the line walking into that lounge being the only guy wearing Jaguar gear.
Yeah, you are. But don't worry, we've met in person several times, so I'm like 6'5", super muscular, so I can protect you if needed.
Well, I will make my pick and get out of the way. Does anyone have Pitt 31, Miami 24?
They do not.
Okay, well, put me down where I can take that money and put it towards sleeper.
Pitt on top, 31-24?
Yes.
Can you give me a little bit of insight on how you came to that? Is it?
Well, it just seems like the perfect setup to get that close and it not work out. And Pitt at home, and the weather does matter. I don't know when people say it don't matter. It's cold for both teams. Yeah, but one team's used to it. Like when Syracuse comes and plays at Doak, they always have their worst game in the heat. They're not,
I guess it is kind of unfair that we always make that we always bring up the humidity and the heat, but then if people want to pretend like playing in the cold doesn't matter, I mean, yeah, I think it does too.
Yeah, it's just got a funny feel to it, and Pitt's better than I think people are giving credit for.
All right,
and their coach can scheme. He's pretty intelligent.
Fair enough. So first victory for Pitt predicted tonight, 31-24. Canes is a 6.5-point favorite. Pitt on top by a touchdown. I got you locked in, Joe.
And I will see you Sunday morning in Music City.
Sounds good. I will be there.
All right, man. Be good.
We'll have a good time. I'll talk to you before then.
All right, bye.
All right, see you. Funny story, it's probably not easy for Joel to make that pick because he's not some Miami hater. He embraces the trash talk, and he loves going back and forth being a Florida State fan. But I know at the beginning of the year, I mean, he was talking about Miami ACC championship or Miami national championship or, making it into the playoffs. So, and I was saying the same thing, so I'm not like calling him out. I just mean like it's probably not easy to turn around and then pick Pitt to win here on this last game. So that's definitely the dagger. Like we said, you can sit here and talk about the Notre Dame head-to-head in the comparisons, and we need this team to lose that's inside this number, and none of it matters if they lose. They must win. My guy, Moonlight Meat, still love the profile pic. Appreciate you, bro. 61 months. He says, Coop, my boy, 45-19. Go Canes. Wouldn't a bloodbath be great? If Miami comes in there and you're favored by 6.5 and everybody's talking about all these factors that make it so difficult for Miami and they win by like 3+ scores. Wouldn't that be something? Thank you, Moonlight Meat. I appreciate you. Straight Street 6 trying to get in here. I think we may be destined to play Notre Dame in a rematch. I would welcome it. 100% I would be all for it. Yep. It would be a fun matchup to watch to see if we could shut down Love again in the way that we did in that first game. Wouldn't it? After hearing all the hype and stuff for him coming in and then we shut him down. Can we do it 2 times? Yo, who we got tonight?
This is Gary Thompson, Pennsylvania.
Gary Thompson. So you were you the one that commented and said you were at the game or going to be going to the game? Sorry.
I'm going to the game, yes.
Gary Thompson. Now, was this your first time actually calling into the show?
Yes, sir.
Okay, heck yeah. We love first-time callers. So talk to me then. You said it's colder than a witch's titty up there?
Oh, my God. It is freezing. And the wind's blowing, and it feels like about 24 degrees. Now, I live close to Hershey, so it's going to take me about 3 hours to get to Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Where's that at in relation to Pittsburgh? Do you go north, south, east, west?
I will be heading west.
West, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Coop. I'm kind of like you. I got the PTSD. The November games. It's at Pitt.
Well, I need people to understand it's hard to overcome that, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And, Miami always seems to crack the bed in these late November games. And I don't have a real good feeling. I've been a Miami fan since the 90s. And I think we need to come out with a good season. On saying that, I am going to pick a Miami win. I'm going to go with 31-17 Miami.
31.
But I don't have real good.
17 Miami.
But I don't have a real good feeling, if you know what I mean.
No, that's fair. Like I understand because I'm kind of in the same boat there. It's weird to say that and then turn around and pick Miami to win, but
right,
Miami looks like the better team. They should win.
They do.
But we've said this before. We've been there before, but wouldn't necessarily, I guess, be shocked either way. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. (31-17). Canes on top for first-time caller, Gary. I appreciate you, man, for calling in.
All right.
And I got you locked in, so if you get it right, I'll be giving you a call.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Appreciate you.
See ya.
Oh, sorry. I might have busted some eardrums there with the hang-up noise there. I think that was the same score prediction as MS, but as I said, I always tell people, don't worry about it. We'll get it figured out. Predict what you think the game is going to be. But, I keep everything noted down. We've got it written down. It's on paper, so you don't have to worry about it. No freaking way. Are we being for real right now? They're really up on the Aggies by 10, and they have the ball? Scoreless second half so far for A&M? Yo. This kind of sucks, though, right? Okay, Texas has 3 losses, though. Like, we're trying to think about this thing, where I'm getting ahead of myself because I fully understand all that matters right now was the Pitt game. We know that. We agree on that, obviously. So we're getting ahead of ourselves looking at this, but it's just interesting to see, like, we know Georgia won. Indiana's going to win. If Texas A&M were to drop this game, they're at 3. But you lose to 16, there's not that much movement. Ole Miss won today. Again, everybody's talking about Michigan and Ohio State. Wouldn't be a whole lot of movement for Ohio State, but what do you do with Michigan if you win, or if they win? Ooh, buddy, what about the Alabama game? You just woke up, Coop? I feel like it. Yeah, I don't know what my deal is, bro. Detroit Littles Jr. re-upping that Canes fan membership. I don't see a message, but I want to let you know that I appreciate the love, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Bama losing would be nice. Priority numero uno is us getting a win. But that, I mean, again, that goes without saying, obviously. Get it open back up. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll call tonight, and we'll get prepped and ready for tomorrow. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. But really, like, let's be honest. Do y'all think that Michigan wins this year? I don't think so. It pains me to say this. Good to see you, Sage. Not that. Don't pay me to say that. Good to see you. I'd say Ohio State wins this year. Probably. I wouldn't say handedly, but they win. What do you think, Crip?
Cool. How you doing?
Bro, you sick?
Yeah, I'm getting over something. Weather changing and all that.
Jeez, yeah. It's rough, ain't it? Well, hopefully you're, like you said, you're getting over it, so hopefully you're on the tail end of it. I've heard the flu and stuff is going around in a big way.
That's what it is, but I'm just gonna fight through it.
Well, I'm guessing that Miami winning and you winning $600 would maybe help you feel a little bit better. Am I right?
Yes, it would.
I know, Crip. I know, my guy. We won't keep you long because I know it sounds like you're struggling to be able to talk here. Let's go ahead and get the numbers from you. Let's get you in here, Crip.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy your score prediction.
It almost worked. Remember how close it was?
Listen, yes. I was sweating bullets. I was like, I can't believe it. Like, there's no way they're gonna kick the field goal anyway.
If they held them to a field goal, it would have been right, bro.
It would have been perfect.
Now I want to make sure. So you're gonna say 30-20, Miami winning the game.
Yeah, because it's going to be a rough game because it's in the cold. You can't expect Miami's offense to pop off in such crisp condition, you know? It doesn't happen at this time of the year for us. You need to rely on that running game because that ball's going to be hard and they're going to have a hard time catching.
We'll see. I hope that Miami does win in a big way, but I am kind of to the point that I really, since I feel so uneasy about it, I really just want to see them get a win, and then we'll see what happens.
Well, if you notice, we always have problems with Pitt. Only when we're at Pitt or away from Miami. I mean, the cold in Miami doesn't seem to want to work too well. I mean, granted, I hope we beat them, but it's going to be hard because of the cold and we got a lot of Southern boys on that team, and they're not used to that. You know, I'm used to it because I live in New York, but
yeah, I bet. What's the temp over there right now?
I have no idea. I haven't been out in days. I'm
probably
an 800-hour rocket, dude. I'm an 800-hour rocket. I got stuff to do on Rivals.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man. I say all the time, I don't have to leave. I have everything I need right here. Almost everything in this specific room. I could stay in here for months and never leave, never go outside.
Yeah, same with mine. I got everything I need. Well, to run my cars, though, I have to go outside because it's too fast for it now.
True. I still got that car, man, that you built me.
Hey, listen, I have a bunch of upgrades for that thing I have to send you. I've been stashing away. A bunch of upgrades from my car. I took it apart.
You got some kind of boost or something I could put on it? It's like nitrous or something?
Well, we can upgrade it with a brushless motor. It's a brush motor. It's rather slow. I run brushless.
I need speed.
I can do all the work for you too.
Okay, we'll see.
You'll need a different battery too.
We'll see if maybe there's some upgrades in the future here for me. So, Crip, I got you locked in. Same as me, 30-20. For real, hopefully you feel better here real soon, man. And maybe we'll be celebrating a win tomorrow afternoon. It should be a good time.
I'll be there.
Sounds good. I'll see you there, Crip.
All right. Have a great night.
Appreciate you, bro.
Peace.
My man Crib. Is it going to be snowing? It's not supposed to be. No, it was spitting some snow this afternoon when the team arrived. We showed that little clip there when they had just landed. They were getting off the planes. Very overcast. You can see it spitting snow and stuff, but don't believe there's supposed to be any snow on the field. Shouldn't be snowing during the game. Just going to be butt cold. Going to be just right above freezing, 33, 34, 35, somewhere in that neighborhood. Weather matters to me, but that's just because I freeze my butt off. I remember playing some football games in the cold in high school, and I hated it because we made it to the playoffs in my first year there, and we played a team by the name of Dobbins Bennett, and I played for William Blunt, and we played Dobbins Bennett, and I remember I was freezing my balls off, man. I had all that Under Armour cold gear on and stuff, and it did not matter. And you're right. I mean, when you get hit, it's a little different. It don't feel too good. We'll get it open up. We'll take a few more, and then we'll call it tonight. Got a few more. Give it another try, Jordan. A&M is shook. I don't know. People were saying, would Texas jump us? They have 3 losses. But they do love Manning, you know. They love slurping on Manning. Nick, what's up?
Not much. How's it going? Anything interesting in the football world?
Should I go ahead and scribble your score prediction down? Because I think I know what it is.
You know what it is, but Pitt's taking the game.
But whoa. What?
Yeah, 31-17 Pitt.
So we had 2 Florida State callers tonight, and both predicted Pitt to win. Now, wait just a second here.
That's not a grand conspiracy. No, I did not talk to Joel.
You didn't call him, and you guys were like, yeah, let's call Coop tonight, and let's predict Pitt to win to make everybody mad.
No, it's just we have a problem in this state. All of our coaches are clowns. Yes, Norvell and Billy was. And Mario is great at recruiting, but I don't trust him as far as I can throw him to win a game that matters. So
you think he gets out coached by Narduzzi?
I don't know if he's even out coached. I think Mario will beat himself. So yeah.
I will say I'm thankful to Florida State for keeping Norvell, because that keeps the bet that Joel and I have alive. Joel Davis said as another reminder here that he will put me in his will if Miami beats Florida State 3 years in a row. Well, we made that bet last year. You know, Miami has won the last 2. It had to be against Mike Norvell. Florida State, decides to retain Norvell unless something crazy changes. Wouldn't expect it to after a statement's been put out.
Wild. He's we have to hire him essentially, and you guys are gonna love this, a babysitter for all things he can't do. So we need to go find people who can recruit, and we're probably gonna need another offensive coordinator. And so we're gonna be paying him a lot of money just to sit on the sideline watching the game in a premium spot. Yeah, a lot of FSU fans are thrilled. Trust us. we're aware of the clown show too. It's nothing but, yeah.
So 31.
I'll probably talk to Joel a good bit about it, but yeah. Other than that, you guys are in trouble with this Texas result, by the way.
You think so?
Yeah, because it has nothing to do about our opinions or merit or how the sport's actually supposed to work. It's all ratings. I'm serious when I talk about this being rigged. They said the same thing about FSU in 23. They jumped Alabama.
Not if we win, though, Texas, right? A three-loss Texas team?
Oh, my God, guys. You have to watch this. Texas just beat an undefeated Aggie team, and Arch Manning is coming into form. Oh, wow.
They're just going to find a way to excuse all of Texas's warts.
It's not hard. It's they wanted to do ratings. It's the same thing with Notre Dame. It's anti-ACC. It's not a Miami thing. It's not an FSU thing. They're going to discredit the Pitt result and just kind of run with it. I mean, I think the same thing would happen if it was a Big Ten team, but yeah, no, they've been riding Arch Manning for an entire year. Then he goes and beats an undefeated team, and they're going to be like, cool. That definitely is a top 12 team.
They beat Vanderbilt. I forgot about that. Vanderbilt's got Tennessee. My family, because I met with them, went to Thanksgiving dinner. So I was around all my uncles and cousins and stuff yesterday, and let me tell you, they are terrified of Vanderbilt with that Vanderbilt Tennessee game going down tomorrow. Every single one of them said Tennessee is losing to Vandy. They're not confident in Heupel.
What world are we living in that Vandy is a feather in a cap in ACC football? Or SEC football, sorry. Like, the SEC is mid. I keep saying this. You put them on the field with other teams from other conferences, and they're perfectly average. I have to keep reminding people on Twitter about Florida State dog walked Alabama. And then the rest of the ACC dog walked us. So maybe our conference is actually pretty good. Anyone consider that? No. It's a ratings bonanza they're looking for. It's not it's an anti-ACC thing. It's not a anti-Miami thing.
They need to put Miami in because we'll do numbers.
Well, yeah.
Put us in.
But they think Notre Dame and Texas is a bigger draw.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they do. I know they love Manning in Texas. I mean, you're not wrong.
No, and again, it's just that's the sport isn't about merit anymore, and that's why we got to get out of this conference. That's why we sue the conference. That's why I think 4 teams are getting out in 2 or 3 years, which is Carolina, you guys, us, and Clemson.
Okay. We shall see. It could get a little crazy.
It's going to be infuriating. It's crazy, yes. That's one word for it. But
all right, Nick. Well, I got you locked in with a Pitt victory. I hope I don't have to wheel the garbage can in here tomorrow afternoon. That would not be very fun. But we'll see.
Yeah, and hey, I was 3 points off last week.
Yeah, you were. There were so many people that were close last week. I mean, right there. And yeah, it was looking like it could have been 31-17. You're right, it was close.
Maybe I should just pick a score and just stick with it the entire season again. That might be the lesson I'm learning.
Yeah.
Just pick 2 numbers and go with it.
Might be the play. All right, Nick. I got you locked in, bro.
All right, take care.
I will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, 2 Pitt victories predicted tonight. Yeah, see, I tried to tell everybody. They said unbelievable that Coop would leave us after only an hour, and here we are. An hour and 42 minutes in, and I'm right here. I just like you guys too much. Speaking of, have you guys checked to see if you're subscribed? We're like 150 away from hitting 28,000. We're not going to hit the goal. I was trying to hit 28K by the end of November. We're going to be like 100 short, which is still close. We're very close. Mr. Hurricane Edward, what's up?
What's going on, Coop?
Chilling, man. Still digesting some turkey, apparently.
Oh, well, I think we all are.
I don't know. Didn't they say that is a lie, that eating turkey makes you tired? That used to be a thing when I was growing up, where they said it had some sort of thing in it that makes you sleepy.
I don't know if that's true or not. I eat so much that I'm comatose anyway, so it really don't matter, I guess.
Fair enough. We got some leftover pie. Got some pecan pie in the fridge, some strawberry pie. Maybe attack that after the stream.
Oh man, that pecans, that's it, man. That's it.
If you got vanilla ice cream,
Oh yes, yes. You're speaking my language now.
Oh yeah, making me a little bit hungry, and I just ate right before the stream. So,
Right on.
How you feeling? Where's your confidence level at right now? The night before.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I would just say this. I'll say this. Do we get September hurricanes or do we get November hurricanes? That's the question. But I actually, you know what? I take that back. I am feeling pretty confident. I think we're gonna go in there. I think we're gonna steamroll them.
Really?
I think we're gonna drop a 50 burger on them, and we're gonna let it be known. As long as Mario just steps out of the way, just let Dawson do his thing.
Now
just
wait,
let him do it. And
time out. What caused this shift? I thought you were about to tell me about how you were not sure, and then it went to a 50 burger.
I don't know.
Just how you feel?
At first I was kind of on the fence. I'm don't get me wrong. I'm talking a little bit of shit right now, to be honest.
Go ahead.
But this is the last game of the season, and I think it's more of wishful thinking, to be honest.
Okay.
But I really hope that happens.
Okay.
But I won't keep you too long. I'm just gonna drop a score prediction for you, and then let you go ahead and move on.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm on the prediction cam.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 51-34.
Holy smokes, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a shootout.
Okay. 51-34.
Yes, sir.
High scoring game there, but Miami on top from Hurricane Edward.
Absolutely. It's correct.
All right, bro. I would not be complaining if we could hang 50 plus on these guys. And giving up 34 kind of hurts, but the offense is rolling if we're hanging 50 on their defense with those linebackers and stuff. So I'll take it.
That's true. And one more thing, and I'll just be real quick. What's with this style points narrative? Like, I don't get that. Doesn't make any kind of sense to me. You got to win by style points. What does that even mean?
Well, you see, there's the way that they look at this entire thing, and then there's what they put on Miami. And typically it's two different things.
I understand that, I guess, but
I used to not think that, but more and more lately, I'm kind of leaning more into the Miami has to do a little bit more than everybody else, it seems. I used to think it was just my fandom making me think that, but I'm not so sure anymore. And I really feel like, is it fair to say, let me see, I think I even have the picture. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I really think Joey Galloway hates Miami.
Oh, dude, without a question. You're right, 100%.
So I think any opportunity he has to, he doesn't completely shit on Miami, but I mean, you know what I mean? Just kind of like some little jabs and just making sure he gets his 2 cents in about why Miami's not good enough or why this doesn't matter or why, this guy right here, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I do know. Galloway's a hater, bottom line. That's it. He's a Buckeye. And let me tell you something, Coop. I live in Ohio. I am surrounded by cornfields and Buckeyes. And let me tell you, there's nothing more depressing than just going to, let's say, for example, the gas station to get a soda or whatever. You walk in with some Hurricane apparel, and you got some Buckeye reminding you of something that happened over 20 years ago. It's
unbelievable.
Like, bro, are you, man? Yeah, I could go on and on, but I won't. And anyways, just wanted to call in and give my prediction and go Canes.
Hey, bro, I got you locked in, and hopefully we'll be celebrating a big W like that tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I'll see you then.
Alrighty.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all. I probably got time for like one more, and then we for real have to wrap this thing up. I know I was trying to get Jordan in here, Straight Street 6, Sheldon. I've seen some other numbers and stuff pop up. Roach Killer, Frank the Legendary. I see y'all trying to call Bryce, but at some point I'll have to cut it off just because if they did 3:30, if they had set it for 3:30 p.m., I would be here another hour. Easy. Are you the guy I ran into in the gas station a few months ago? Cypher would say those mean things about Miami, wouldn't he? And then we'll get out of here just so that way we can make sure we're ready. Big day tomorrow. Big day. Did I mention it's a big day tomorrow? Big game? Big game, right, Frank? Big game.
Yes, sir.
Big game.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hanging out with y'all. So pretty good, I'd say.
I see you burning the midnight oil.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I always talk about needing to get ready for tomorrow, but like I'm still going to be up late. But that way I'm not up extra late because I'll be honest, every single season I'll be super short here. I have pre-made like game day thumbnails and stuff because they're all the same. So I just swap out like the opponent and then put it in. I went game by game this year. So I've not made the thumbnail for tomorrow. I've not set anything up. So that's why I'm usually trying to cut myself off because I'm like, shoot, I got like an hour worth of work to do after this. And we got to be up early,
I'll tell you, this season you went hard.
We're trying.
Put in the work.
We're grinding. Could always be better. Got to do better. But I think it was a fun season. I think it's as far as we're purely talking about what we did here on the channel, with the skits and getting the college football family involved and stuff. Making memories going to Florida State, having to take my shoes off down on the field. Like, we made some memories for sure. And it's not over yet.
Cool. You got the funnest channel on the streams, man.
I appreciate it. That's what probably means the most to me, the funnest. We have a good time.
Yes. Yeah, we have a good time on this channel. Let me tell you what I think. I'm being just a fanboy, I just love the Hurricanes, so
yes.
I don't see them losing this game, so I'm gonna go out and say 45-17 Hurricanes win. Domination.
45-17?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, that's as a 6.5 point favorite, that's a dominant win. Yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna dream big.
Yeah. And I mean, as you said, I understand, kind of embracing the fandom a little bit, and this is what every Miami Hurricanes fan wants to happen. Where's your realistic confidence level at on that? At the end of the day, we're guessing. It's a score prediction. It's very hard to get right,
definitely.
But that's a pretty big win there. I mean,
listen,
you think they're capable of this?
I think they can win. By how much is anybody's guess, but you never know if things go right. You got these players coming back who this is their last game for the year. And I played in the snow and I played in the heat. It's just a game when it comes down to winning. It's just like a snowball effect. They feel bad. They in the snow. You feel good. You going home. It can happen.
All right. Hey, Frank the Legendary, I got you locked in with a big-time Miami victory tomorrow afternoon. I'd be all smiles if that were the case. And then we'll just see how it unfolds after that with the committee and all those things.
All right, cool, man. See you tomorrow.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. I'll see you then.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace. When is the next the rankings? Do they do it on Tuesday again? I know there's the week where they bump it to Sunday, right? They do like a Sunday at noon or something. When's the next one? There's a schedule somewhere online. I can never remember. So they are going to do Tuesday again? Okay, so Tuesday, December 2nd. Yep. So it'll be Tuesday, December 2nd will be the 7 to 7:30, unless there's some sort of basketball going on, I guess, and it keeps getting pushed out. And then it will be, after that, it'll be Sunday on the 7th, which will be selection day. They do the big, long kind of reveal, and they break it down. I usually, for that final one, just as a heads up, I'll go live. So we'll go live on that Sunday at noon, and we'll watch the show live and do a reaction like we do on game day. So we'll do like a selection day CFP ranking watch party. We did that last year, and it was a lot of fun. Everybody jumped in. We argued about why they got this right or this wrong, and it was really fun. So we'll do that again on the 7th. So just keep that in mind. That'll be a really good time. Manning, holy crap. I hope that's because he just messed up really bad, but I'm guessing that he did something good. Man, really? Texas A&M is gonna that undefeated record is gonna be tainted. They're gonna be 11-1, aren't they? 7 minutes left in the fourth. Oh, buddy. You never know when you do these rivalry games and stuff. Anything could happen. Yeah, the old Texas. So championship Saturdays when they do Sunday. That makes sense. Good to see you, Doug. So I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut myself off right here before 11. This is probably gonna be the shortest call-in show of the season, and I know that it's the final one for the regular season, which is a bit of a bummer, not to be negative, but we got a big day tomorrow. We have an early game. I wish I was not this nervous and anxious, but I try to not hide my true thoughts and feelings for a game. It doesn't mean anything because I'm just a college football content creator that's a crazy Canes fan. Me being nervous and anxious doesn't impact the game. It doesn't mean anything. I'm saying I wish I wasn't. I wish that I believed that Miami was going to win by 3 scores and it was going to be a dominant victory. I think they win, but I'm very nervous about it. I am worried about this game 100%. There'll be more. Don't worry, Jordan, because if it make it to the playoffs or if you get a bowl game, like we'll more call-in shows, of course. I don't know fully what to expect here. I think that Pitt is a good football team. I don't think it's going to be an easy win, but I do think that Miami comes out on top. It's going to be a heck of a game. Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a game tomorrow, I think. But you need, at the very least, even if some people look at it as disappointing, because if you end up missing the playoffs, you don't get into the conference championship, that is disappointing. But back-to-back 10-win seasons, the overall trajectory still looks good. We're purely talking about just wins and losses, not even the full context with like who you lost to and how you lost to them. Just talking about winning 10 games, a double-digit win season. You lose by a combined 9 points in both your losses this year. That's what you did last year. But you won back-to-back 10-win seasons here. But it's got to get the job done tomorrow. You got to win. And I think they do. Let me give a huge shout out to Noel for Life 757 owning the board with the big 99.99. Even calls in and gives us a prediction tonight. Can't wait for Sunday. Can't wait for it. AKA Miami, appreciate the sub to Troy Littles Jr. with the Canes fan membership. Moonlight Meat 61 months. You madman. Queen Canes X dropped a sub to the channel as well. Welcome to the family officially. I appreciate that. Richard with the big 20. I appreciate the input and stuff. I saw your comment about Beck and everything. Again, hoping Miami can get a dominant big win. Falconer, I might have missed the 305. My apologies. I hope you're still here. You said Pitt beat Georgia Tech, has one more loss, and ranked ahead of Georgia. That's all I can do. The shrug emote. I don't know. Falconer, thank you for the love. I'm very sorry if I missed that. My apologies. Jordan Poole, thank you for the 5. Roach Killer with the 2. Clerk, I appreciate the sub. Tropigal with the 305. And Noel for Life 757 again. Appreciate you for the 99. Big day tomorrow. Be ready. Because I'm going to say, if this game is tight at any point, expect 1,500, 2K plus or more. Trolls are going to be all over the place. So y'all got to jump in here and help me out. We got to defend Miami. We're going to ride the highs and lows of this game. But be ready because it's going to be Troll City tomorrow afternoon. I can tell you already, knowing it's the last opportunity to get in here and jab at Miami and Miami fans. And if we find ourselves down at any point, they're going to be all over the place. Rats just running around everywhere. I'll be here. I'll see you there. Or here. I'll see you here.